Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. How about this for starting field position on your first drive? First and goal.
Here we go. Sit high.
They'll run with Hall. And he will push his way forward down about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Here we go. We're good. Sit high.
Ball again. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive is 6 on the scoreboard.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
You talk about this Jets defense.
They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Crazy.
From the gun on third down is made. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try the left side with Henderson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Looking to throw. May. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. 3 yards, all they can muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
A 38-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Well, it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle. You can look at this Patriots defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Now Fields. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Don't jump. Ready?
Back to throw. Fields. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Milton Williams. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Out now is a punter, Jordan Stout. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. And where did this one go out? Not good. Let's see. They're going to say it. Inside the 35-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Crazy. All right, here goes. Sit up.
To the air, May. And his pass incomplete. This defense for the Jets, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter. But that time, they were up to the challenge.
Throwing here is May. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Myers' kick is good. And it will tie things up at 6-6. Well, good start for him in this one here in the first quarter, and he's now 2 for 2 on field goals.
And I know while the offensive coaches are telling their guys, hey, let's leave the kicker out of it unless it's an extra point, this could pay dividends if this game is tight down the stretch. His confidence is going to be sky high if they need him for a big-time kick.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
11. Here we go.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Here's Fields. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach is talking to his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
To throw, it's May. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Henderson running straight ahead. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 10.
Keep it on. Crazy. Hey, here goes Trump. Look, baby, what's that?
Again, it's Henderson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3.
Crazy. Here goes Trump. 5. Hey, what's that?
Here's May. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll run here with Henderson. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here goes Trump.
Once more with Henderson. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
2nd down and 6 now.
Here we go, set. Turbo, set. Set.
They'll go again with Hall. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Here's Allen. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
At the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Green 19, guys. Extend.
To throw is Fields. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Right 35. Here we go, tonight. 19 section.
Here's Fields. And able to find Allen Lazard. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, can. Here we go. We're good. Tonight.
Fields now to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
Hey, here we go. Crazy. City, what's up? Hey, 5.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 2nd and a couple.
Crazy.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Henderson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
What's that?
Running left is Henderson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
5.
From the gun to give to Henderson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And this is called. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots would extend their lead here just before halftime. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go, son.
A final shot before the break. Fields throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Here we go, son.
Now it's Fields. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 6.
Here we go. 3-19,
Back to throw. Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now Allen. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Extend. 3-19.
Looking to throw. Fields. He'll get this to Lazard. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Fields. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Here we go, son.
They'll run with Allen. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here we go. Green 19, go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Fields. And the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go. All right.
Out of the gun, Fields. And he goes down. It's a Patriot save. Kyle Duggar with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A give for Henderson running to the right. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Crazy.
They'll throw with May. Going deep for Diggs. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Fields. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They snap it to Fields.
Going to look deep for Wilson. This is intercepted.
Picked up by Christian Gonzalez.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a turnover on downs.
What's that? What's that?
On the handoff, Henderson.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
That'll be a New England 1st down and gain of 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Andre Cisco there on the stop.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but now before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, New England.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now a handoff, Henderson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because 1 more score, and this game's over.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Henderson. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Now he's over the line and the end zone for a Patriot score.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their fourth quarter lead.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
27, Jets 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 5.
Don't jump. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Fields. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he takes a shot at the end of that play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Here we go, side. 319, good snap. Right.
On first and 10, it's Hall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. And by the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go. 319, hey, can. Side.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And this one's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go, side.
To throw on second and 10, Fields. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw. Fields. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Stopped in his tracks by Ahmad Gardner.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this will line up a victory for the New England Patriots. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for New England, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota.